Some words about Pamir Energy company, where it's located. So Pamir Energy primarily located in the most remote area in mountainous and irregular terrain with a lot of hazards there, and it's the coverage of the area of Tajikistan around 45%. Primarily, it's hydropower plant with one photovoltaic station, which located in the Murgab area, which another district from the map you can see, it's around 200 kilowatt. We have a 110 kilovolt transmission line around 300 kilometers, and also around 600 kilometer 35 kV kilovolt, and 890 kilometer for 10 kV, and around 2000 kilometers 04 kV. Primarily, the Pamir Energy was established in 2002 after collapsing Soviet Union, and after the collapsing, we had suffered from limited a lot of social economic development and experience in really dire energy crisis. So on that time, we have all this 45 territory of Tajikistan as Pamir Energy now working at limited of access, like 30% of excess electricity and 39% of energy loss from this total area, and 70% of the region forest destroyed due to excessive use of wood and heating and cooking, and of course a lot of lack of economic and opportunities lead to large brain drain among energy professionals. So while established in 2002 as a public-private partnerships in Central Asia, for now, all this area, we received 98% of electricity, around 89 increase in generation capacity from 23 megawatt to 45 megawatt in 2021, 71% increase in sales from 19 kilowatt to in 2021 to 205 kilowatt hours, and reducing electricity losses for 4 times, and first time we connect to main grid of Tajikistan in 2021, and also we have cross-border receiving electricity for Afghanistan, people around 55,000 people. So some keywords, it's United Nations Economic Council, Europe marked Pamir Energy as one of top 5 public-private partnership model in 2009 and in 2016. And those 4% which I mentioned in my previous screen, that 4% which not receiving electricity today, it's based on the World Bank financing rural electrification project. 2% already have been done in 2021. This 2 remaining percent is really a remote area, and they cannot be connected to main grid, but include 13 small hydropower plant, 1 wind project, and around 35 solar project, photovoltaic plant. So why we start the thinking of disaster risk in our company? So in 2015, in Barsem area, which is close to our main hydropower plant called Pamir 1, which you can see from this map is up here on the right side. Severe heat wave across the whole area happened in 2015, which caused big natural hazards in Barcelona, destroyed homes, livelihoods, basic service in many Pamir Energy assets, like 35 kV transmission line. And it was really close to flood our main generation, I mean Pamir 1. For examining such a loss in this time with debris flow, we encourage Pamir Energy to re-examine our approach to hazard. On that time, in 2015, the DRR department was established with support to Swiss government to ensure the sustainable and resilient maintenance of Pamir Energy in critical infrastructure, to ensure that risk-informed approach for future projects. On that time, while we start working with the Swiss government cycle, we did some capacity building, like including hardware and software, which primarily deal with hazards. Hazards here, as I said, as like debris flow, avalanche, rockfall, bank erosion, flooding. It's normal here. All area contain this. And to deal with this, we bought some technology enhancement, like drones, gouging station, total station, sonar, water discharge calculation, and some equipment for fast getting information from that disaster from the area which Pamir Energy covered. And based on capacity building, we do risk planning, operational management, and structural safety, resilience and maintenance emergency action plan, standard operation procedure. We create a standard operation procedure, short and mid-term perspective, and DRR long-term perspective, assessing all HPP and prepare mitigation measures with cost-benefit analysis. And one of key part is understanding climate change and water availability. As Pamir Energy is hydro, based on hydro, it's the water availability for future is quite critical for us, as we start facing in every winter the lack of water for hydro power generation. And of course, to understand hazards, it requires scientific approach for hazard. And based on all of this, which I mentioned, we create a roadmap for all engineers here working in Pamir Energy. So one of key things and one of the key element which we identify that we should prepare the exact clear database where what happened from 2015. And as you can see from here, like avalanche destroyed our 3 wooden poles of 10 kilovolt, 10 kV transmission line. It's destroyed. What's the time off and time on of electricity? What's the total time of maintenance? Which type of hazard? It's hazard, name of object, where it is, and which district, what was the snow depth, and some special notes like 3 wooden poles destroyed. Undersupply, it's kind of to calculate the cost of the maintenance, calculate the cost of the undersupply, kilowatt hours, and maintenance work. These things are important. From these 7 districts, we receive all data based on the field data calculator. We distribute for all engineers of Pamir Energy in which districts happened, which kind of hazards, that it should be simultaneously received into the main office. So from here in this slide, you can see our 110 kV line heated by avalanche, heated by rockfall, heated by spray effect of avalanche. So next, which type of methodology we are using for understanding hazard? It's we create a special methodology. First, we have to assess the large-scale assessment, like multi-hazards, different type of hazards, rockfall, avalanche, debris flow, bank erosion, underflooding, and this is called the large scale. Where we assess the, for example, more than 100 kilometers of the area based on surface modeling. We create the model and to see where we have hazard area, like, for example, avalanches, and to see where our existing metallic poles are located, and to highlight which one is under the threat, and vulnerability is really high. While we define what's the vulnerability on this area, we start to assess the small scale assessment. This is mainly based on the rapid mass movement simulation with rockfall 3D modeling, or with flow R. And then prepare mitigation measure. We can shift these poles, or we can prepare mitigation measure and apply cost benefit analysis. So here's some example of 110 kV line, which I'm showing this slide is in planning mode. So it was in 2021, we planned the 110 kV line. On the left side, you can see the poles of 110 kV line. In the middle of two images, it's called susceptibility marks based on snow avalanche numerical modeling and rockfall numerical modeling. We do this assessment while the metallic poles are not installed, but we know the exact coordinate. Based on this analysis with numerical modeling, we see which metallic poles will be in future under the vulnerable. And we can shift the cheapest way. What we can do, we can shift these metallic poles to those safe areas, to, let's say, safe islands. We do it previously, and then we put in the right side of this screen, you can see we put all of them together and make the resilient of the project previously, even it's not built yet. Another example of the mitigation measures here, you can see it's 110 kV line from Khorog city to Kozide, it's Ishkoshim district, and one simple snow deviation while avalanche is heated to these poles. It's deviate the stream and not allowed to destroy these metallic poles. In the right side, you can see the stream deviation, because most of our transmission line, we have very narrow valley and people living in between this valley, and we have to build our transmission and distribution line out of the habitat area. And for some area, we put our metallic poles in bank side of the river. And for putting there, we have to prepare the mitigation measures, such as here you can see the stream deviation, river stream deviation, and put gabion walls in order to not polish this concrete and to not destroy the metallic poles. Another example here in 2023, as you can see in Khorog city, we have the biggest, let's say, avalanches which heated almost 20 houses and destroy our transformers distribution and transmission line. But in 2021, we did numerical modeling. We didn't know that the avalanche will happen in 2023. In the left side, you can see we put one, this yellow is 110 kV line. We put in the middle one metallic poles, 110 kV line. Based on this numerical modeling, you can see the main snow depth will go to another side, and we put these metallic poles in the most less probability snow depth in the 110 kV line. And while it's happened in 2023, we can see from the right side how these metallic poles are resistant. Even for such a huge disaster, our metallic poles are resistant. These are some recovery processes in the below.
Srinabek, we're running right up against time, so if you move quickly through your slides. Thank you.
I'm almost done. So here, as you can see, it's another case. We put 110 kV line. We take mitigation measures, and we shift them and again model the avalanche here to see whether it's hit this, in this example, 4 and 5 metallic poles or not. So as you can see, we took different part, even the most catastrophic part. And as we can see, it's resilient. I mean, this 4 and 5 metallic poles. So another case, we do modeling. We can see in real time, we put avalanche in the source zone, and we model it with rapid mass movement simulation, and to see that it's hit our transmission and distribution line or not. In our case, it's while we shift them, the easiest way, it's not heated our transmission line. Another important point, we install in the whole area the gouging station. The gouging station, the main primary point is to have emergency situation like flooding, and the second part to understand what's the discharge in Pamir area. And the last, we apply modeling of climate change. For phase 1 in Gond River, it's where our main hydropower plant are installed. It's Gond catchment area, and based on this study, we called it institutional collaboration with University of Central Asia and Mountain Society Research Institute with Swiss DRR consultants. And this is just phase 1, and the outcome is mainly that the snow melt and runoff is expected to rise in springtime. So it means in the fall time we could have very less water availability, and we should think about accumulate water for winter in some upper area of the from our hydropower plant. This is some outcomes. Yeah. Thank you for